Feed my mind with a touch, her lies out of mind. Don't worry about a thing, I'm always right. It's your responsibilities come inside. Feed my mind, anything that you like, I don't mind. Now it's my turn to hit the curb, how'd you like? See me holding my door for you, come inside. Come through, tell me boy what's good. No clue why I got you here, I know baby what you like. I work like it's overtime. Don't rush, push it in a pride. Now we're here, I can tell you're qualified, but can you take me to the end? Now's the time, let us follow through, no disguise. Tell me what you want, then I'll tell you mine. Feed my mind with a touch, her lies out of mind. Don't worry about a thing, I'm always right. It's your responsibilities come inside. Feed my mind, anything that you like, I don't mind. Now it's my turn to hit the curb, how'd you like? See me holding my door for you, come inside. I don't wanna wait for others to catch up with our pace. Why don't we leave them in places? Nobody holds me the way you do. Nobody reaches to me like you do. Internally, externally, now we're here eye to eye. I can tell you're qualified, but can you take me to the edge? Now's the time, let us follow through, no disguise. Tell me what you want, then I'll tell you mine. Feed my mind with a touch, her lies out of mind. Don't worry about a thing, I'm always right. It's your responsibilities come inside. Feed my mind, anything that you like, I don't mind. Now it's my turn to hit the curb, how'd you like? See me holding my door for you, come inside. Feed my mind with a touch, her lies out of mind. Don't worry about a thing, I'm always right. It's your responsibilities come inside. Feed my mind, anything that you like, I don't mind. Now it's my turn to hit the curb, how'd you like? See me holding my door for you, come inside. Why is everybody so serious? And without a collecting no emotions. Poker face, I wasn't really good at it. So come on, baby, let it loose. Now the sun is fading, melodies echoing back in my head. Remember how we used to be so innocent. to be so innocent. Oh well, what about it? Why do I feel the need to explain myself all the time? I guess I picked up this habit. Oh, don't wanna go back to that girl. Used to blame myself for thinking that I was too weak, but turned out I'm the baddest. Why is everybody so serious? I'm tired of faking my emotions. Took a piece, I wasn't really good at it. So come on, baby, let it be. Now the sun is fading. Melodies echoing back in my head. Remember how we used to be so innocent? Oh well, what about it? Can't hear myself for the flashbacks. Trying so hard to pull me back, but I learned how to win this time. So no need to look back anymore. We getting this far, little girl. Be proud, come on stage, 'cause it's now your time to shine. You have everything what you need. Just show the world what you came for. Keep on going, baby. All I'm trying to say is, baby, all I'm trying to say is, tonight we gonna dance. We all body sense, but we know it's right now. But we know it's right now. So baby, take my hand, and take hand. We're all the same. Just forget everything right now. Sway your body side to side. Side to side.
You're standing on my land with shaky little hands. Your uniform is baggy and worn. Your face is cold and blank. From your mother's breast, without a chance to rest, you woke up with a rifle slung across your hairless chest. Grow sunflower